Hi, I'm Leopoldine and welcome back to the Mindful Shift podcast. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so thrilled to have you joining our tribe. This podcast is designed to empower you and help you create your best life. And today, I'm excited to share our first Q&A. This podcast is to celebrate the 1K we have on the channel. Thanks to you. So I reached out to you guys in a post a bit more than a week ago. When this video will be posted, it will be 2 weeks ago. And I will be reading the comments and answering the question. I will also try to provide a more general answer so it can speak to everyone that have this kind of circumstances or question. How to manifest a change in appearance. For 6 years, I have been dieting, skincare, and exercising as advised by all the videos on physical change. But it's not the big change I wanted. I want to manifest a complete change, skin color, hair type, morphology, etc. Really everything. So the first thing to understand is that everything that is advised usually in those videos about dieting, skincare, exercising, and all of that is in manifestation used as placebos. You can totally do that, but the way you will think will definitely have an impact on how it will work for you. So if you don't have the change you want by doing that, it also implies that you weren't thinking it will work entirely for you and that it won't be enough. Or that you were adopting between a stand where you have what you want and the stand where you don't have. You can use those things, again if you want, and as a placebo to think that every time you do your skincare, every time you do a diet that you like, every time you are exercising, you have the morphology that you want, you have the skin that you want, you have the hair color that you want, and all of that. You just have to affirm in your head or use any technique you want with the thought that every time you do those things, it implies you have what you want already. In this case, because you want an entire change and you have everything, you can either manifest by step. So first, for example, the hair, then the morphology, then all of that. And each time you have the result you want, pass to the other, or do 2 at the same time. Or you make a list where you put every change you want, everything you want to change about your physical appearance. You read it 2-3 times to really imbue your subconscious with it. And then you just say, I have my perfect appearance. I already have my perfect appearance. It's mine. And the perfect appearance for you is everything you have written in your list. But either way that you do this, keep in mind that it's repetition and discipline until you get your result. No matter what you see on the scale, no matter what you see in the mirror every day, it doesn't matter. You have what you want and you need to tell yourself that. Thinking that way until you get what you want. That's all you need to do, really. Just choose a technique that feels good for you, that you like to apply. Personally, affirming, as I always say on the channel, because it's like thinking, it's literally thoughts anyway. So it's easy to use anytime. And you stick to your technique no matter what you see, no matter what you experience right now in this present moment, until you get what you want. That's really all you need to do. That's it. And it will change accordingly to what you think and return to the most. That's it. That's that simple. Also, for physical appearance change, something to note is to tell yourself that you accept things. I accept my perfect appearance change. I accept that my body can change quickly and easily. Things like that. Because we can have resistance sometimes about how we perceive our body. But if you just repeat your affirmation or you choose a technique, it doesn't matter. It will pass through the resistance anyway. You just have to repeat it honestly. It's not more difficult than any other manifestation. I am currently unemployed and I would like to have the job of my dreams in the company of my dreams. But permanent contracts are rare. Beyond my situation, could you give an example of a typical day of a person who manifests the job of their dream while in a 3D it is completely the opposite? Like everything else in manifestation, it's again all about repetition and discipline. But first things first, what I read is permanent contracts are rare. When you have already that assumption, because it is an assumption, you need to change that. And one easy way to do so is to change your self-concept. It's maybe not possible for you, or chances are too thin, and so you can make yourself the exception and the chosen one. So I would advise you to just make yourself the exception and the chosen one. You are always the chosen one. You are always the exception. You are always chosen no matter what. And you are the exception in the good way, in the positive way. And you just have to affirm that you already have the job of your dream in the company of your dream. That's it. And you need to repeat that to yourself every single day. Live in your end fulfilled, in your head, in your thoughts. That's all you need to do. Be delusional about it if you need to. Talk to yourself or to a friend in your mind, like, tomorrow I'm working at my perfect job at my perfect company. It's already done. I'm working on it. I love it. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Or you can tell yourself that it's about to happen any minute now if it's too stressful for you. But one thing to really also add, you are always the exception. You are always the chosen one, because you think permanent contracts are rare, so make yourself the exception. For the typical day about manifestation, and I will answer this in general, because honestly, no matter the subject, it's always the same thing. There is no generic or usual manifestation day that depends on you and what you really like. Really, honestly, it's about what you choose and want to do. I just always advise that at least do a 10 minutes session for your affirmation or your choosing technique every day. 10 to 30 minutes is good. You don't have to do 30 minutes in a row. You can dispatch 10 minutes there, 10 minutes there, and 10 minutes there in your day. Honestly, anyway, even if you do that, anytime you think about your desire, you need to think of your affirmation or do your choosing technique too. Every time you think about your desire during your day, your thoughts need to be as if you already have what you want. And if it's not the case, you need to correct yourself directly, like you correct a kid. Exactly like that. No, I already have what I want. That's silly and just a silly thought. It doesn't matter. I already have what I want. It's done. It's a done deal. It's mine now, just because I think so. And I can give an example of my day, but it won't be everybody one's day. And for some people, it's too much, or for some people, it's not enough. And that's fine. That's just good for me and what I do. Usually, I do my affirmation even before I open my eyes in the morning. And when I start to be awake, I literally start to affirm even before I open my eyes. And I do that usually for 10 to 20 minutes. I do different affirmation. I usually start with my general affirmation, isn't it wonderful? Everything is always perfect in my life. I like to start my day with that because that's my favorite affirmations. And then I use more specific affirmations on another 10 minutes while I watch a YouTube video or something to wake up more. And then I will continue to affirm while I prepare myself, while I prepare about my day, about different topics. And I do that until I need to work. And while I'm working, every time I do a repetitive task, I will affirm. And every time I think about my desire or my desires, any desires really, I will affirm about that desire. And then usually at noon, I will affirm as well. Really, I affirm all day long, just about different things in my life to avoid my mind, because I tend to have an anxious mind. I had suffered with anxiety and even depression at one point, and I don't want my mind to go back there. So I literally just think from the place where I'm not depressed, where I am not anxious, because that's not who I am anymore. Well, there is a lot of things that can cause me usually anxiety. And so what I do is choose thoughts that are not implying that. And I do that all day long. There is so many things I want that usually I affirm casually during the day about those. And then usually at night, I do that as well. If I'm not reading, because I love to read. Usually, if I'm watching a video, a movie, a series, I will affirm anyway while I'm watching those. If I'm reading, I won't, because I'm focused on my reading. If I'm talking to friends, I probably won't, because I will be focused on the conversation. Every time I'm not focused or too focused, I will affirm. But basically during my day. And every time I think about one of my desires, I will think specifically for that desire, or I will use a general blanket affirmation. That's it. That's all. And the one thing I do is before falling asleep, I affirm while I fall asleep. And I use the same affirmation I woke up to. So it's usually, isn't it wonderful? Everything is always perfect in my life. And I do that while I fall asleep. It doesn't mean it's the way you need to do things, but we are always thinking all the time, and affirmations are just thoughts for me. So that's what makes me feel good, neutral, going about my day. Doesn't mean it's right for you. Do whatever you want about that, but if it makes you feel stressed or uncomfortable, too much or drained, or like you're tired to do it, then don't do that. Please do whatever feels good to you. I'm still looking to manifest love. Still nothing for the moment. I don't know the person, but I have an image when I visualize. I see roughly what it would look like, but I still haven't had any inspired action or anything. So I don't do anything except affirm in a loop and listen to subliminals. I see it difficult to manifest this guy. Here, this is the perfect example of wavering. This is wavering thoughts being written into not really a question, but in comments to be answered at a specific case. There is nothing specific about it. Manifesting someone out of thin air or manifesting someone you know is exactly the same thing. It doesn't matter. The circumstance itself doesn't matter that you know the person, you never met it or not. But the thing here is that you need self-discipline. There is a lack of self-discipline. You are doing your affirmation, you are doing your subliminals, but the rest of the time you are switching to the state of mind where you are still manifesting your love. You don't have it. You're still switching in the state of mind where there is nothing happening. I don't have inspired action. It's not there. Where is it? Where is it? It's not there. That's not the state of mind where you have what you want. The affirmation and the subliminals are just tools, even if affirmations are just thoughts. But when you stop doing them, if you return to the state where you noticed everywhere around you that it's not there, most of the time you are returning to the state of mind where you don't have what you want. And you need to correct yourself, to re-bringing yourself to the state of mind where you do have. It's already here, that you see it in the 3D or not. It doesn't matter. The 3D is your past. You want it and you want it badly, then choose that you already have it. You are not manifesting it. You already have it. It is done. It is who you are now. It is your identity. You already have it. You are already in the perfect relationship with the man of your life. Period. That's it. That's all you need to choose. Again and again and again until you have what you want. Because it's already now your identity. Because the state of mind you return to where you don't have what you want, where is it? It's not there. I don't understand. Nothing is happening right now. It's a comfort zone. It's really a comfort zone. You are checking your 3D constantly and reminding yourself and sending to your subconscious, the universe, God, that you don't have what you want all the time, except when you affirm. Right now, what I read is I affirm, and most of the time, I don't see it. And that's the scale. Most of the time, I don't see it. But I affirm. And you need to reverse this. You need to bring the affirmation and your thoughts where you have what you want up, to bring down the fact that you don't have it. And until this happens, you decide that you have what you want only. You really need to change your inner dialogue and decide that it's already yours right now. Or it's happening any minute now if you want to. You are not still looking for it. You are not manifesting it. You are that new identity where you are a girlfriend of your perfect boyfriend, period. That's your new identity that you choose right now and every single moment and every single day until you have proof in your reality, until it is entirely manifested. But you don't have to identify as someone that manifested. No, you are already having it. It's already yours. It is done just because you say so. There is movement all the time. You just don't see it, but there is movement. Everything is falling into place. But if you keep saying there is no movement there, nothing can happen. So you need to change that too. Of course I have movement. There is always something changing in my reality, but it's already mine anyway. I don't need movement. It is already mine. I already have my perfect partner. It's mine now, just because I think so. It has no choice but to. It is mine now. I decide and I choose that this is my new identity. It is mine now. And you need also to change your self-concept about manifesting here. It is so easy and effortless to manifest love for me. I manifest love of in her as easily as I breathe. Manifesting is so easy for me. It was so easy and fast to manifest the love of my life. Do you see the difference here? And don't tell yourself it is hard. It is not hard. What is hard is letting go of your comfort zone and complaining. Stop complaining. Stop telling yourself you don't have what you want. You have it because you think so. Decide yourself and commit yourself to your desire. Now, stop wavering. Decide today you stop wavering for the next 6 months. My specific person sometimes seems distant or at other times very close. I often feel losing her. How can I avoid feeling this way? So here is the same also message that I just answered. It's a kind of same circumstances because here we can see there is wavering. The fact that the person is hot and cold with you, that your SP is hot and cold with you, just signify that you are wavering. That shows that you need to come into one version of this person and one version only. You need to decide and stand firm with the version of your person you desire and not acknowledging the other part. Ignore it. This is the version of my person and you persist in it. Stop acknowledging the other part. No, they are never distant. They are with me now, period. I'm the one in charge. I'm the creator here after all. The fear of losing her is just you not acknowledging that you are the most important in your reality, that you are the creator, that you are so powerful that other people are secondary characters. You are the main character. You are the one deciding, no one else. So stop giving others so much power over your emotion and decide you are the main character. Decide you are the creator. Decide you are so much powerful that anyway they don't have a choice. Stop giving over choice. They don't have free will to begin with. They will act upon your thoughts, so better choose a favorable outcome for you. Also, one thing, feelings don't manifest unless you think and believe it does, but other than that, feelings don't manifest. It's your thoughts that manifest. And feelings, so fear, is manifested first and foremost because you thought something before, even subconsciously. So that only indicates that you weren't in the state of mind where you already have what you want. You don't have to give so much importance to those type of feelings or thoughts. Just brush them away. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I already have what I want. It's already mine because I think so. I am the creator. I'm the one on the side. And my reality, conform, period. Discipline yourself and correct yourself each and every time. I am looking to manifest real, lasting, and rapid financial abundance, letting go of one of the most important things for me so as not to create resistance. I understand, but the state of my bank account does the opposite. In the same vein, I want to move in the house of my dreams, but to affirm by being zen and confident while I suffer 24/7 the instability and noise of the neighbors. Well, that's problematic. First thing I want to address here is you don't need to let go. What do you want to let go? Of your fears and doubts? Yes. Of your desire? No. Just affirm. Affirm it. You already have it. You don't create resistance when you think and so affirm, because affirming is just thoughts, that you already have what you want. And if you don't want to create resistance, also if you think you have resistance, then just affirm that your self-concept is perfect or that you are perfect. Add this to your affirmation. My self-concept is perfect. I am perfect. That implies that you have no resistance. Then poof, gone, no resistance. Also, every time you look at your bank account, because you need to, or every time you are faced to your 3D reality about money, you need to prepare your affirmation. You need to have your affirmation in the back of the corner of your head and say them immediately before you even think any other thoughts about the lack of it. No matter what you see, no matter what happened, you say and stand firm with your affirmations. You stand firm with the state of mind when you have what you want. You need to decide that for yourself. And even if you react emotionally, that doesn't matter as long as you are firm and stand firm with your thoughts. It's okay. You got this. You really need to stand firm with your affirmation. Here, prepare before checking your bank accounts because you need to. Prepare your affirmation. Start to affirm already and continue to affirm no matter what you see. Decide that it's already yours because you think so. That's just about what you tell yourself, really. Your subconscious mind doesn't have eyes. It doesn't matter what you see right now in front of you. What matters is what you tell yourself repetitively. The circumstance right now doesn't matter. What matters is what you tell yourself every time you see your reality. You need to choose and stand firm. Again, repetition and discipline. For yours, you can use your circumstances and what you perceive as negative as a placebo. Because it seems it's 24/7, you can even use your anger and frustration. It doesn't matter if you don't feel zen or at peace. Really, it doesn't matter. Feelings don't manifest again. Affirm in anger. Affirm frustrated. I do not care. Affirm crying if you need to, but do it. Discipline yourself to do so. And use even your circumstances that you perceive as negative as placebo. Like example, every time I hear the noises, every time I hear my neighbors, that just means that my house is mine now. And then I get it faster than I ever thought possible. Use your circumstances as a placebo. Make it and turn it in your favor. You just need to do that. And honestly, the main subject here, every time I read your comments, is that you need to self-discipline yourself and to repeat your chosen technique or affirmation. That's all you need to do. Stand firm and decide that what you want is yours right now. No matter what you see, no matter what you experience, no matter what happened in your reality, stand firm. Commit to yourself. Commit to yourself that you already have what you want no matter what. Cry about it if you need to, but if you repeat your chosen technique or your affirmation, you won't cry about it. You won't feel sad or anything. Or maybe in the moment, if you experience something, it will go away. Emotions don't stay. They go away. They move through you. It's not meant to stay. It will pass. Just stand firm with your technique. Stand firm with what you want being yours. And your reality will have no choice but to prove you're right. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Remember, it's not the end until you get what you want. Have an amazing week. Take care of yourself. And I see you in the next video. Bye!